My name is Shumba Brown, outgoing school captain in the year 2015-2016. Left and I went to study computer science at Howard University. Since graduating, I've started as a software engineer at Microsoft. Throughout high school, I really wanted to do business, but I really love computer science, so I always did computer science. But when I went to sixth form, I chose the business track. And as such, when I applied to, when I started upper six, I decided to join the Robotics club. I had a tremendous year with the team, went to the World Championships, placed, I believe it was 47th, which ranked us in the top 1% in the world. So after that, I kind of just felt very inspired, wanted to do computer science professionally, and decided to apply to the University of the West Indies to study computer science. So because I only had business subjects in sixth form, they denied my application, and I had to figure out something else. So that said, I figured out a way to get the SATs done and applied to Howard University, where I was accepted with a scholarship. And that was the foundation of the computer science. It definitely showed me that at times you really have to persevere, and once you know what you want to do, you have to really stick with that and ensure that you see it through. Yeah, for me personally, it's a big deal that FTC is actually in Jamaica and we have a regional competition here. When I was a part of the team, we had to go to New York several times for the year to actually compete, and that, it has a lot of expenses, and if we don't have the budget for it, we might not necessarily get to compete. So that the fact that we have a local competition, that takes out all of that unnecessary spending, and then it also exposes a lot more students to that opportunity, because when we went to the competitions, it was always just Jamaica College, from the Caribbean even, from the Caribbean. So now we have more schools in Jamaica competing, and from speaking with some of the fellows here, they told me that we have even international teams coming to compete in Jamaica, which is, to me, is mind-blowing,
Yeah, we're talking about the vibes now, going overseas, seeing this Jamaican group representing. What was the response from the communities?
When we go over there, and the fact that we're the only team from the Caribbean, that's already a shock, but as you know, we're going and we're taking our vibes with us. So when we go, our booth is always one of the most lively. Always, everybody around knows, everybody wants to stop. We're always playing music as well. Everyone wants to stop and dance, have a good time. So one thing, other than from executing, because that's why we're there, we're always doing that. We always made sure we had fun when we went as well. I'd say having tight budgets, I needed to ensure that we raise enough funds to further or complete the next round of the competition. That forced us to always be always creative and thinking about ways we can raise funds. I remember Omar Page was in charge of that department at the time, and we'd always be up here speaking with old boys, reaching out to whoever we can to see how we can make it possible. And one thing I really loved about that was that once the old boys saw that we were actually getting things done and we wanted to get it done, they always supported us. It's very strong still. Teddy Alexander, I remember he was one of our strongest supporters. Yeah, so from then it's, the old boy support is something we could have always counted on. But as I said, at the time it was round, so we would go and would be successful and we'll move on to another round, and now we need to do another round of funding or something of the sort. So it's like Teddy's always there, but we always need more and more, and then we always figure out a way to make it done still. Since graduating from Howard University, I've started my career with Microsoft, where I've been a software engineer on Microsoft Teams. And that has been a tremendous experience. I'm living in Seattle, spending lots of time with people in the industry, and it's just been great to actually learn from them, to see firsthand things that you just read on the news, I'd be meet other people from other companies, learn about interesting startups, and that all, to me, it's still overwhelming, So where I live in Seattle, it's definitely a tech hub. It's north of Silicon Valley. But there are brilliant minds everywhere. You'll be walking around at the coffee shop, the person in front of you is the CEO of a startup. So me, as a Jamaican, I'm always outgoing when I'm over there, always trying to talk to people, and you know, you meet interesting people, people who are up to interesting things, and you know, life is really a give and take. So you know, you might, you know, end up doing something with them as well. Maybe something for long term, maybe something for short term, but you know, it's always good to you know, get your hands dirty and see what's happening out there. I'd like to say thank you to all the persons who have, you know, supported me, Jamaica College Robotics, Jamaica College overall, and I hope you guys see that the things that you have contributed does bear fruit, and I hope that you guys continue.
No other word. No other word.